Shalom.
Shalom.
Brothers from Great Millstone, New Orleans, coming at you with a live lesson or a live camp. So like, before we get started, we'd like to give all glory, honors, and prayers unto
Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahushai Ba'ashem, Kapadash.
double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations, hopefully elect. Shalom.
Shalom.
All right, and brothers, were just looking at a couple articles. All right, before we cut the camera on, pretty much going into those videos that have been circling, the social media. How the sound? God. Going into those animals, which they're saying that that's misinformation, right, and things of that nature. But as we see as prophets, okay, that's not far-fetched, man. Okay, these different animals being moved out of their places, all right? Animals sense danger, right, on a spiritual level. They're not like human beings which fight their mind, okay, when they have certain feelings. These animals, they move off instinct, okay? And us being prophets, we understand that we're closer, right, to the utter destruction of this place than ever, all right? So start me off with that, huh?
God, it's the book of 2 Ezra, chapter 5, verse 1, and it reads, "Nevertheless, as coming the tokens, behold, the days shall come, that they which dwell upon the earth shall be taken in a great number."
All right, real quick. And when you go into that word tokens, okay, that's really representative of what? These prophecies, all right? These prophecies are likened unto tokens to us, okay? Go ahead.
"And the way of truth shall be hidden, and the land shall be barren of faith."
God, yeah. And when you start to look at, all right, the course of this earth, the course of the events on the earth, all right, the Lord is going to put us up, all right, the way of truth going to be hidden, okay? These different social media platforms, YouTube, what's the other one? BitChute, all right? All of these different social media platforms, they're gonna be taken off the app, all right? So the way of truth gonna be hidden, okay? Then it's action time. Go ahead.
Verse 2, "But iniquity shall be increased above that which now thou seest, or that thou hast heard long ago."
Yeah. And on the way here, I just was reading just a quick article, headline of an article going into a Uber driver. She was shot 6 times, just doing her daily routine, okay, driving Uber, all right? The Lord is putting spirits on these people, and you can see it. A lot of heinous crimes, all right? Shit is starting to happen, man, okay? I was just watching another video, all right? It was going into this woman. She was in I want to say this too. A lot of these different wicked Eves are getting punished, man. They've been getting punished lately, okay, for adultery, all right? All of this, the secret shit that they've been hiding and doing, all right, when their husbands at work and shit like that, all right, they've been getting visited by the Lord, man, causing their different work husbands to kill them, right? In this particular instance, this woman had a gym boyfriend, and as she would go to the gym, all right, she would meet with this guy. So some kind of way they the husband and the guy had words and caused this guy to stalk her, and he ended up killing her. All right, but she had been getting away with this for a long time. And when you read that, read 2 again.
Verse 2, "But iniquity shall be increased above that which thou seest, or that thou hast heard long ago."
That's right. Okay, so iniquity has been increased. So what happens in return? Judgment is increased. All right, they go hand in hand. The Lord is about to place judgment first and foremost on 2/3 of the nation of Israel in the whole world, man. Okay, so a lot of shit that people have been getting away with, all right, for years and years and years. Okay, you're starting to pay for that, right?
Gotcha, precept.
On that.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
This is Galatians chapter 6, verse 7. It says, "Be not deceived, the Most High is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap."
Yeah, that's right. I think that's Habakkuk 1. I'm gonna look for it, but now read it one more time.
It's Galatians 6 and 7. It says, "Be not deceived, the Most High is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap."
Yeah, so what you sow is what you reap, man. All right. These different women, they're sowing seeds of adultery. Okay, there's a recompense for that.
Well, you're gonna reap. You're gonna, like I say, you're gonna reap what you sow. It's a recompense, but it's a judgment that's written in the scriptures for adultery.
That's right.
All right, and the judgment for that is being put to death, man.
That's right.
You know, go ahead.
Con. But not only that, I don't want to make it seem like it's just adultery. No, these different thieves.
Yes,
all right, you going into these different people's houses and stealing. Hey, these people putting you up with no fear. All right. But go ahead.
Con.
God.
This is Sirach. This is Sirach 5, and I'll start at 3, verse 3. And say not, who shall control me for my works? For the Lord will surely revenge thy pride. Say not, I have sinned, and what harm hath happened unto me? For the Lord is long suffering; he will in no wise let thee go.
Yeah, say he will in no wise let thee go. All right. And hey, if you could, one of you brothers get this the one I like. It's in Sirach. It says, in the sinner shall not escape with his spoils. That's in Sirach. But in no wise the Lord ain't gonna let you go.
Because it also say that the Lord is long suffering.
Right.
Because what the scripture say? Because judgment isn't executed
Speedily. Yeah.
But that's the kind of mindset people have. They think they could just keep on doing wickedness just because nothing don't happen to them instantaneously.
Right.
But whole time they just building up a tab for the Lord to just judge them even more harsh.
Because what is iniquity? Iniquity is sin stacked on sin.
Sin upon sin.
All right. So when it's basically like you have a meter, okay, when that sin meter is full, that's when your judgment is complete, man. Okay. The Lord just He giving you multiple times to repent, which we understand that. All right, the elect are the only ones that's going to repent truly, all right, and be forgiven for their sins, okay? This work that we doing right here, right now, hey, this going towards that, man. You see? But nevertheless, like that brother, he just brought out, the Lord, he's in no wise, all right, going to acquit the wicked, all right? Just because you've been getting away with shit, that don't mean that you got away scot-free. And in like manner, who thinks like that? Edom.
Right.
Edom try to blot out the things that he done to the nation of Israel, but not only them, but the whole world. You see? But grab that and Habakkuk from it. I'm gonna get. All right, we got some here too.
This is Habakkuk 1 and 4. It says, therefore the law is slack, and judgment doeth never go forth. For the wicked do compass about the righteous, therefore wrong judgment proceeded.
That's right. So it looks, all right, when you're looking at things, things that have been going on in the world, it seems as the righteous never get rewarded for their righteousness. Okay? It seems like we're being overlooked. Okay? But like this brother just brought out, it say the Lord is long suffering. So he's just waiting for the iniquity to rise up on these people, and it has. Okay, the iniquity of the world has risen into the heavens, man. All right, so that big judgment is about to come. All right, that's what Jacob's trouble is about. You see, World War III. All right, all of these different calamities are to repair the world. All right, primarily Esau, Edom, but first and foremost, he's gonna judge who? The Israelites, 2/3 of the Israelites, man. Okay.
And I just want to see, you could see, through the spirit, just the transition of how it's just building up to that scale. Because we know that's gonna be a day like no other. But when you check in the articles and the news articles, the WhatsApp, brothers put nothing but unalivings, crazy unalivings, and the crazy ways people are being put to death. But it's just a build up, all the way. It's just like a precursor to what's really coming, the main event.
Right.
We're gonna grab you a precept.
But now I have one too.
Yeah, we're gonna shoot down now.
This is the book of Colossians, chapter 3, verse 25. This back your brother's point up. It says, but he that doeth wrong shall receive the wrong which he hath done. And there's no respect of person. So they got a saying in this world that what goes around comes around.
Right.
You keep sowing wickedness. You keep, constantly doing wickedness. Keep doing wrongs. When you say that girl going off with a man, you go reap that, man. Lord will put judgment on. Because we already know through scriptures that's going all the way off. And that goes for all of our people. Keep doing wrong. Keep doing sin. The Lord will put that judgment upon you. You got it, right?
Because you know our people, the only thing they like to do is do evil. You know that's something that they just become accustomed to throughout time, and they don't know right. But I do got a precept back and I know.
You can bring yours out that we got, but now.
All right, this is Isaiah 5:20 says, "Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. Woe unto them that are wise in their own eyes and prudent in their own sight. Woe unto them that are mighty to drink wine and men of strength to mingle strong drinks, which justify the wicked for reward and take away the righteousness of the righteous from him."
Nah, that's heavy. It says they reward the wicked. All right. Everything has been totally flipped upside down in this world, man. It says sweet for bitter and bitter for sweet. Those are complete opposites. All right. Showing that everything that this society promotes, like it said in the scripture.
It's backwards.
Yeah, it's backwards. Like it said in the scriptures, this is a land of darkness, man. And that darkness is shown as light. All right. The ones that get glorified are what? Your harlots, your murderers, your thieves, okay? These PDF files, right? And you see it because you got Edom pushing legislation. In order to push certain things, you have to have votes, man. Somebody got to be voting, all right, for this to be passed. You see? So,
back you up. You know what's going on right now with the island. With that, they just covered that up. You know, but everybody knows it's a list. But you know, that's just something that they continue to promote because they don't want it to be seen.
Right.
You know, once that list fully comes out, you know, everybody know who's going to be on it.
Right.
All of the top, the elites, and that's been running this world. You know,
and that's beautiful because that goes along with what we're going into, right? Judgment proceeding, okay, to the wicked. All right, these people that try to cover up all of these dark events and dark rituals that they take part in, but what the Lord has discovered these things. He's shown the earth how nasty America really is. All right, which is what going to lead to the destruction of this place. But now you got your precept.
I was just kind of going to back you up on like how certain judgments are set up for people that are wicked, and like the Lord has it set up like He has various different ways for people to die, and He has spirits set up to go and execute that thing. This is a quick one, Sirach 39, verse 28.
Speak up a little bit.
This is a book of Sirach, chapter 39, verse 28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction, they pour out their fear. They pour out their force and appease the wrath of Him that made them.
They got more in that too, but if you can speak on it, I'll speak on it.
Oh, God, yeah. Basically, like, the Lord, He has like different. He has various ways that people could die. Basically, you know that show, 1,000 Ways to Die.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. Yeah.
The Lord, He has. There's millions.
He got a million ways. He got infinite ways to die. Yeah.
And the Lord got those death angels set up for those particular people that deserve that judgment.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much it.
Good point.
It spoke about the teeth of wild beasts and the scorpions.
Yeah, it goes further down.
Yeah, keep going. Keep going. Because what this brother is about to read it a lot, and that's why, I kind of went into those beasts, changing their places. All right. Now these different scientists and environmentalists, they're saying that those things are not happening, but there's actual video proof of this happening. Okay, so despite what they're saying, for whatever reason they're saying it, we know through the spirit that you're gonna have these different, and I'm talking about bears, mountain lions, alligators, even in these metropolitans, New Orleans, for example, there's a zoo here, okay? And at that time, when shit go crazy, the Lord gonna put a spirit, on some tree-hugging hippie motherfucker, to release all of those animals, all right? Just like in that movie, I Am Legend, you had what? You had prides of lions in the inner city. How do you think they got there? You see, that was from the zoo. Okay, but you got it. I just, and that's why I spoke on that in the beginning, man. You want to say something?
You brought out 2 Esdras 5 and 8 already?
Yeah, yeah.
All right, okay.
Yeah. Oh, he said we ain't read it yet.
Yeah.
The book of 2 Esdras, 5 verse 8, and it reads, "There shall be a confusion also in many places.
Yep.
And the fire shall be off sent out again, and the wild beasts shall change their places, and menstruous women shall bring forth monsters."
Yeah. Right. You know, going into those YNs, right? I don't even like that word, but everybody, you know, hey, these some wild little motherfuckers, man.
Yeah.
I seen a post on Instagram that said something about some YN tryouts. Like that's wild. You get in, you get a 3.5 to get in and trial, bring your own ski mags, bring your own gun. Like, that's wicked, bro. YN tryout? Like, come on now. This is what we dealing with, dude, in these times.
Yeah, and I love it because that's gonna bring that judgment. You see, these are little vessels with demons in them. They don't give a shit. What you want to say?
Right. Oh my. No, you got it. I was gonna say like they represent themselves and call themselves demons.
Right.
You know, right. Slime, all type of bullshit. You know, Jake be repping those type of names.
Yeah, and these are the kind of guys who are not gonna have a conscience when it comes down to carrying out these different various judgments, which they don't understand that they're being possessed by a demon. Okay. But nevertheless, they're gonna be those vessels to do these heinous crimes. They're doing it now. You gonna make your point out before we keep going? Con. Oh.
I got more than that, huh?
Where you want them to stop at? Where you want them to
Get
stop
the next verse. Yeah, get the next verse.
Verse 9, it reads, "And salt water shall be found in the sweet, and all friends shall destroy one another. Then shall wit hide itself, and understanding will draw itself into a secret chamber."
Yeah. So the word being put up, right? Ultimately the prophets, because we're gonna get the hell out of Dodge, man. Lord willing, the Lord cover us, man. Okay, in those times. You want to say something?
Yeah, because it's just showing you the state of the world, the state that the world is gonna be in. Right? If you got animals that typically live in the forest, all right, animals that typically are in, like the brother said, in a zoo, you're gonna see them walking in streets, man. All right, cities, man. You're gonna see packs of lions, man. All right, packs of dogs, man. You know, and you think we're gonna be going out to the highways and hedges when they got all of these just wild animals, man, just in places that are inhabited, you know, by people?
The animals gonna be hungry too.
Yeah, and they're gonna be hungry.
They gonna be hungry. It's a spirit of vengeance,
right? We're gonna grab that for sure. But nah, nevertheless, hey, that's right, bro. You know, because in that day, Jake not gonna be out with their Bible in their fucking garment, running and ducking bullets and, you know what I mean? Nah.
It said all friends shall destroy one another.
That's right.
What that tell you? What time that is? Jacob's trouble, man.
God. But keep going. Let's knock that out.
God, it's back in Sirach chapter 39, verse 29. Fire and hail and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance. Verse
keep going.
Verse 30. Teeth of wild beasts and scorpions, serpents, and the sword, punishing the wicked to destruction.
Yeah.
Yeah, punishing the wicked to destruction. All right, so it's a reason, all right, why the Lord got all these things going on, man. You know, it's a reason. It's to destroy the wicked, man. Okay, go ahead with your precept out.
Con, this is just backing that brother up. This is Wisdom of Solomon 11 and verse 17. It says, "For thy almighty hand that made the world of matter without form, wanted not means to send among them a multitude of bears or fierce lions." And just like your brothers were just saying in Sirach, the 39th chapter, where it talks about what? You know, teeth of wild beasts, right? The animals basically changing their places and what? You know, tearing the people to shreds, you know? And I'm going to do you one better with verse 18. It says, "Or unknown wild beasts, full of rage, newly created, breathing out either a fiery vapor or filthy scents of scattered smoke, or shooting horrible sparks out of their eyes." So, you know, the law is going to have newly created creatures, well, basically creatures being seen, you know what I'm saying, to come among the people to basically what? Terrorize them, you know?
Yeah, the Lord gonna turn this place into a living nightmare.
That's right.
That's it. That's the bottom line. The Lord this place is gonna be a living nightmare. There will be bloodshed all over the face of the earth, man. All right, and it's necessary. It's necessary. Okay, this place must be cleansed. It must be cleansed by blood. But you had a precept.
The Spirit of the Lord back you up with the the recompense, the reward that they're gonna receive. Starting off with 2/3 of our people. But this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 3 and 8. It says, Jerusalem is ruined and Judah is fallen, because their tongue and their doings are against the Lord to provoke the eyes of his glory. The shoe of their countenance doth witness against them, and they declare their sin as Sodom, and they hide it not. Woe unto their soul, for they have rewarded evil unto themselves.
Yeah, what was the sin of Sodom, man? You see? So you see that the nation of Israel have a long history, okay, with sleeping with iniquity, man. All right? And how was Sodom and Gomorrah destroyed? Fire and brimstone, man. And spiritually, that's what's gonna happen to this place. All right? Nuclear missiles, nuclear ICBM missiles. All right? But you got more?
Yeah, 2 more. Verse 10 says, say ye to the righteous that it shall be well with him, for they shall eat the fruit of their doings. And last verse,
reap what you sow.
Yeah,
going back to that precept that brother brought out, man.
Yep.
You sow good things, you reap good fruit. Yep. You sow wickedness, hey, go bathe in that wickedness.
Yep. Next verse about to go into. It says, verse 11, woe unto the wicked, it shall be ill with him, for the reward of his hands shall be given to him.
That's right. Now, real quick, somebody grab Sirach 40 and 9. You can go with that.
I got that.
You got that?
Yes, of course, brother.
Go with that second Ezra 15 and 4.
This is second Ezra 15 verse 4. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness.
It's like it. Yeah, you could. That's cool. Go ahead.
All right, second Ezra 15 and 4. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction.
And when you go into that Jeremiah 15 with that brother, we gonna go into that as well. But those are those 4 types of calamities, all right, that the Lord gonna bring upon this place. Keep going.
Verse 6. For wickedness has exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled.
All right, wickedness has exceedingly polluted the earth. All right, the earth is supposed to be a place of peace, man. It's supposed to be ruled by a particular government, all right, which is Israel. All right, it's a way that the earth is supposed to be ruled. All right, which we understand that the Lord had a plan for all of this anyway, okay? But that's how it's supposed to be ruled with righteousness. All right. Let me see. Was there more? You could go with that. What that was you was holding? Sirach. Yep.
Yeah, that's Sirach chapter 40 verse 9.
Oh, Salaki. Let me get him to get verse 7 and 8. Salaki.
Verse 7. Therefore said the Lord, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit.
Yeah, and how is the Lord not holding his tongue no more? All right, through the prophets. The prophets are what? Telling the judgment, all right, of these wicked deeds, okay? That's how he's not holding his tongue no more. Keep going.
Neither will I suffer them in those things, in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood cried unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually.
And that's what we're doing right now in this video, man. All right, that's what the prophets were prophesied to do, man. All right, in the end times, to do what? Sigh and cry. Ezekiel 9 and 4, man. Okay, sighing and crying for the wickedness, for the abominations. All right, what it say? Job was vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked.
And delivered just Lot.
You see?
Yeah,
Lot, Slakia. I always get them two mixed up, bro. But nevertheless, we vexed. Okay? We're vexed with the wickedness that's going on, with the way that the earth is being ran. All right? That was it on that. You got it.
In this book of Sirach, chapter 40, verse 9, it says, death and bloodshed, strife and sword, calamities, famine, tribulation, and a scourge. These things are created for the wicked, and for their sakes came the flood.
That's right. So it was already a destruction before. That was the first death, the flood, man. Where only 8 souls were saved. Okay? Noah, his 3 sons, and their wives. All right? All because the people of the earth were living in wickedness. Okay? Giving over to their lusts. All right? Giving over to iniquity, man. Okay? So what make you think the Lord ain't going to do it again? All right? But this time it's going to be by what? By way of fire. Okay? But, yeah, there's another point I wanted to make. It said, those things were created for the wicked. It wasn't created for the righteous, man. Nah, those things were created for the wicked. It said what? Death in general. Okay? Why do we die? Because we sin. All right? That's wicked.
Right.
All right? Go ahead.
I was about to say the scripture said we suffer for our sins.
Yeah. It says death and bloodshed, strife and the sword, calamities, famines, tribulation, and the scourge. All of these things were created for the wicked. So the Lord just went through, basically all the ways of death, man. He just said death, whatever kind of death. You see? And that's what's coming to the earth, man. Death, bloodshed. All right?
And it's coming back in a big way.
That's right.
All right? Just the everyday, all right, the average death you see, oh, somebody got shot. No, man. We talking about grievous deaths, man. We getting ready to see people, man, just how we saw for, what was that, January 1st, man?
January 1st.
You know, people gonna be getting split in half in the street, man.
That actually just happened, brother, in California.
For real?
Yeah.
Wow.
Find an article on that.
I got it.
Wow.
You was holding that. No, he was
On
holding
that
that.
Jeremiah 15.
Yeah. And shit, I'm gonna get you to start from the top. Start straight from the top.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 15, verse 1, and it reads.
Real quick. Cause you said something, Kushav, that I always dwell on this. Hey, the brother Kayan, he always say this. What? We finna start.
The last numbers.
Yeah. Biblical numbers.
In one go.
Yeah.
It shall be taken in a great number.
What we starting to see with these different storms over there in Texas.
Yeah.
First it was what? A couple dozen, right? I think it said like 20 were destroyed.
Yeah, it went from 20 to 50 to 100 to it's 120. Yeah. This many are still missing. And then you just stop seeing fucking articles on it, man. You know?
They got video.
Look, read a little portion of it.
Let me bring this out real quick. This Jeremiah chapter 16, verse 4. It says, they shall die of grievous deaths. They shall not be lamented, neither shall they be buried. And they shall be as dung upon the face of the earth. And they shall be consumed by the sword and by famine. And their carcasses shall be meat for the fowls of heaven and for the beasts of the earth. So we're actually going to see so many people dying, all right? Like the brother was saying, the Lord is finna start putting up biblical numbers. We're actually about to see so many people dying that it ain't going to be no time to bury them. It ain't going to be no time to lament for them, all right? To feel sorry for them. Because, like I said in Psalms 91, the 1,000 shall fall at thy right side, all right, and 10,000 on our left. We're actually going to walk through that path, man.
Yep.
You know? And it says, and their carcasses shall be meat for the fowls of heaven and for the beasts of the earth. So these, like we brought out earlier, with the wild beasts roaming, right? The birds in the heavens, they're gonna actually come down and eat on these carcasses, man, on these dead bodies, man. You know?
The Lord said He's gonna have to make a covenant with them.
Yes.
That's in Ezekiel, I believe. Yeah, He have to make a covenant with the birds because it's just gonna be so much death.
Yeah.
You see?
But Jake think it's a game, man. All right? Jake think it's a goddamn game, man. You know?
What are the count where the Lord told the death angel stay your hand? I think it's what Second Kings. I was in Second Samuel.
No, not Second Kings. That might be second. Samuel.
I think it was like 2 Samuel 14 or some shit. When David had he numbered Israel, man.
Oh yeah, that's Second King.
Oh, Second Samuel.
I mean Second Samuel. I'm sorry.
24.
It should be at the end when he numbered Israel. At the end.
Hey, get that real quick.
Bring that
because
that's Jeremiah 15:2. Why you getting it?
Yeah.
Bring it out. Back at the top. Jeremiah 15 verse 1, and it reads, "Then said the Lord unto me, though Moses and Samuel stood before me, yet my mind could not be toward this people. Cast them out of my sight, and let them go forth." Verse 2, "And it shall come to pass, if they say unto thee, Whither shall we go forth? Then thou shalt tell them, Thus saith the Lord, such as are for death to death, and such as are for the sword to the sword, and such as for famine to the famine, and such as are for captivity to the captivity."
Right. So, and that's the answer you're gonna get, man. Because in that day, it ain't gonna be no prophets out to tell you, what the Lord gonna have for you. No, man. For the sword to the sword, debt to debt, famine to famine, captivity to captivity, man. It ain't gonna be nowhere. It ain't gonna be nothing else for you, man. Ain't no salvation for you wicked niggas, man. You know. Go ahead.
Hey, what it said because we gonna get you to keep going down.
Yeah, it's more.
We got plenty more. But it said what? It says the Lord said his mind could not be towards them. Brother, when your mind not towards something, you completely don't give a shit about it.
You don't want nothing to do with it, man.
Like you just you don't even see it. You know, you don't hear it, nothing. Because these people will cry out. According to what that is, Proverbs, the 1st chapter. You see, they're gonna cry out. It's gonna be a lot of weeping and gnashing of teeth in that day, man.
What? That's why the Lord tells you to pray not for these people.
Yeah.
They've done what they've done, man. The wickedness, the warning's we've been warning, starting with the elder apostle and down, the warning is out. So at this point in time, once the family word approaches, judgment time is over.
It's approaching right now.
Yeah.
It's approaching. All right. We just read a plethora of scriptures that's describing, all right, how the men of the Lord are gonna be put up, man. You know,
not only is it approaching, it's happening. Because the more and more as time go by, we can't say certain words.
Right.
You know, in all kind of various, it's other things that we gotta consider when we, speaking on camera.
Speaking in code.
So speaking in code.
Changing locations.
All right. Come on, man. So it's really happening at this moment. It's just on a smaller scale.
Yep.
But we know that scale is going to increase to where at some point in time, we're going to be completely put up. It's going to be completely shut off.
As the danger increase, all right, that's when Jake going to be put up, man. The danger is increasing daily. You want to say something?
I just want to say, basically that's going into basically the famine of the word. You know what I'm saying? Because like the brother was saying, the scriptures are already coded, and on top of that, we're speaking in code. So, some of the people, the viewers, if they're not hip to what we're talking about, they're not gonna know what's going on. You know?
Yeah. I gotta appreciate that. God, let him finish this out, and we'll get you.
Jeremiah 15, verse 3. "And I will appoint over them 4 kinds, saith the Lord, the sword to slay, and the dogs to tear, and the fowls of the heaven, and the beasts of the earth to devour and to destroy."
Yeah, going back into those wild beasts. You see, Jake gonna be trying to flee from these different metropolitans, these different cities, okay? Running into the woods and shit. All right? And the Lord gonna have some wild shit going on, man. Some off the wall shit, man. It's gonna get to a point where, and I was just thinking of this the other day. Hey, Jake gonna fuck around and turn a corner and just see like some a crazy judgment. Fucking lions, ripping Jake ass apart. It's gonna be crazy, man. You got to breathe.
Yeah, and I want to say, when the time comes, a lot of people gonna be looking for that deliverance in that time. They're gonna be calling out to power, but they have forsaken them and chose to serve these other idols. This is Judges 10 and 11, and it says, "And Yahweh said unto the children of Israel, Did not I deliver you from the Egyptians and from the Amorites and the children of Ammon and from the Philistines, the Zidonians, also and the Amalekites, and that's bad. Where you at?
Moabites,
Moabites,
something. I don't know.
Maonites, and did oppress you, and ye cried to me, and I delivered you out of their hand. Yet ye have forsaken me and served other gods. Wherefore I will deliver you no more. Go cry unto the powers which ye have chosen. Let them deliver you in the time of your tribulation.
Yeah, that's the story of Israel, man. Israel always overlooked the Lord, man. Right? When it was the Lord who was delivering us every time. It was not one time that another power delivered us. Okay? It was always Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. He was always with us. Okay? And that's what we're crying and sighing about now. Alright? Return to your power so we can be saved, man. That's the bottom line.
Back to brothers up. The book of 2 Chronicles, 15, verse 13. That whosoever would not seek the Lord, power of Israel, should be put to death with a small or great, with a man or woman.
Yeah, no picks, no chooses. The Lord don't respect persons. I think you brought that out earlier. Colossians, yeah. The Lord don't have no respects of persons. I don't care how so-called good you were, all right? How much charity you gave to the homeless, all right? You're not serving the Lord. Hey, you have a judgment waiting for you, okay? A cruel judgment. You could grab. First, I'm gonna get that out of the way. That's Samuel. Let's get that Samuel because you know the tide starting to shift. But I want to show these are biblical numbers. All right, this is what we're about to start seeing on a day-to-day basis. All right, go ahead.
It's 2 Samuel 24 and 13. And it says, So Gad came to David and told him and said unto him, Shall 7 years of famine come unto thee in thy land? Or wilt thou flee 3 months before thine enemies while they pursue thee? Or that there be 3 days pestilence in thy land? Now advise and see what answer I shall return to him that sent me.
So it's three options. You see, whether it's facing the enemy, pestilence, or famine. Keep going.
Verse 14, And David said unto Gad, I am in a great strait. Let us fall now into the hand of the Lord Yahweh, for his mercies are great, and let me not fall into the hand of man. So the Lord Yahweh sent a pestilence upon Israel from the morning even to the time appointed, and there died of the people from Dan even to Beersheba 70,000 men.
You see, 70,000 men. All right, we have way more people on the earth than back then. Right now, you see, so 70,000. That's a big number. That's a big number, man. Keep going.
Verse 16, And when the angel stretched out his hand upon Jerusalem to destroy it, the Lord repented him of the evil and said to the angel that destroyed the people, It is enough. Stay now thine hand. And the angel of the Lord was by the threshing place of Arunah the Jebusite.
Yeah, and that's the point, man. Hey, the death angel did so much killing, all right? Which you got to understand this. He didn't do it on his own whim, all right? But the Lord, he ordained 70,000 to perish, man, by way of pestilence, okay? So that same energy is coming back. That same death angel, he ain't go nowhere. He's going to return back, man. And what it told you in that Sirach, the 39th chapter, right? Those spirits that are created for vengeance, hey, they ready. They are ready. I don't know if Banah had finished reading that. But those spirits, they ready. They ready to do the work of the Lord, man. And they do it perfectly. Okay? They obey the Lord every command. So when I'm speaking of these different biblical numbers, remember that's the Lord doing that. But you got that proverb, yeah.
It's Proverbs 1 and 24. Because I have called and ye refused, I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded. But ye have set at naught all my counsel, and with none of my reproof.
Somebody get that.
I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear comes.
Yeah, the Lord said he gonna what? He gonna mock when your fears come. All right, so your worst fear, okay, whether that be drowning, burning by fire, like dying by strangulation, being shot, wild beasts, whatever the case may be, hey, the Lord gonna mock you in that day. And how you gonna? Jake think the fucking clouds gonna form into a face, and the Lord just gonna be laughing. No, he gonna do it through the men of the Lord, like through the prophets.
Like he done everything else.
Come.
He always worked through men of the Lord, bro. The Lord ain't about to change. See, I don't change. I change not. So why would the Lord change all of a sudden at the end?
Right.
And come just to mock certain individuals? No, man, the Lord, he on a way higher level than that, man.
Come.
You know? Go ahead.
Nah, that's that. Jake be putting the Lord in the small ass fucking box, bro. You know? But keep going now.
This is verse 27. When your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you, then shall they call upon me.
Yeah. Go, you can finish that little precept, right?
Then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me.
Yeah. You're gonna seek the Lord when bloodshed, when you start. That's one thing you got to know about Jake. Really, people in general, we talking about Jake right here, because y'all the only ones that can repent, man.
Right.
All right? When Jake starts seeing blood and starts smelling that fucking blood and feeling pain, then Jake want to shake back. Not Jake, all of a sudden, he a super Israelite. You know?
But you know, all of these guys, they've been knowing the truth. Yeah. Women, all right? You have young men, teenagers, they know the truth, man. Go ahead.
I don't want to be an Israelite no more. How the fuck you gonna quit your nationality, dumbass? You see? But hey, that's gonna the Lord gonna put that back in their mind in that day.
Yeah.
All right? Because it's to mock. He's doing that to mock you. All right?
You want to say something? Yeah, he basically quit on the Lord. How you gonna say you gonna stop being Israelite? The Lord, you quit. You basically slap the Lord hand and say, I don't want nothing to deal with you no more. That's wicked in itself.
And I ain't even talking about that one guy, bro. You know, he's shamed enough. I don't even want to have no God like that in my brain. Like,
yeah, but he speaks for a lot of men though.
That's right.
A lot of, like, the apostles go into all these different accounts, you know, back in the 90s. Hey man, the apostles had camps with 100 men, man. And watch 50, 60 of them leave, brother. Right. Leave the truth. You see? And he speaks to volume because he falls in that same category, man. You know? And it's a lot of men in that category, man. You know?
Buck, grab me one. One of them. But nah, go ahead. Nah, that's you know, that's what the case is, man. All right? A lot of you men, women, okay? You have women that had the whole fucking hair wrap shit going on, and right? Oh, but I don't want to be a Hebrew Israelite no more. Okay? The Lord just brought you around to judge you, man.
That's it.
All right? You couldn't hang. Okay? And that's, like this brother said, that's the case for a lot of you niggas, man. You're undisciplined. All right? And you just got a ill heart, man. Your heart ain't right, man. But you can finish it out, huh? You hear me, everybody?
I stopped at 28. Want me to keep going or what?
Let me see. I think, was that it? That's it?
We kind of made a point. We can go a little more.
Yeah.
All right, this is verse 29. Yes. For that they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of the Lord.
Right. They hated knowledge. All right? They hate instruction. They hate discipline. All right? They don't want to fall in line. Because what? The spirit of America, all right, Babylon the Great, is a doest thou wilt spirit. All right? Go ahead.
For they were none of my counsel. They despised all my reproof. Therefore shall they eat of the fruit of their own way.
Yep.
And be filled with their own devices.
There you go again.
Yep. Reaping what you sow.
Yeah.
The Lord is he about reaping what you sow, man. He fair. That's being fair. That's being just, man. All right? That's why when you look at that's a righteous balance. Okay? Somebody get that in Song of the Three-Hooded Children, man. All right? Because what? The Lord is justified, all right, in the things that he has done unto us, man. Okay? Let me see. Get
I had one to back you up on that.
Go ahead.
And I also, if you wanted it in NLT, I got it.
Yeah, get that in the NLT too.
I got the three older children.
Yeah, this Proverbs 1. What you started at 24, bro?
Yeah.
24 in the Proverbs 1 and 24 in the NLT. It says, I called you so often, but you wouldn't come. I reached out to you, but you paid no attention. You want to see someone else? Want to keep going?
Nah, you keep going.
But if I can see, because it says, I called you so often, but you wouldn't come. All right, and we know that the men of the Lord, who are on the highways and byways, we the mouthpieces of the Lord. All right, and what we do, we call out, we call our people. All right, we make it known. All right, that we need to turn back, to the ways of the Lord. Our people need to wake up, and people don't pay us no mind, man.
Right.
They walk straight past, or they either they scoff, or they either just completely ignore it.
God.
But it says, verse 25, you ignored my advice and rejected the correction I offered. All right, that's what these people do. Okay, so I will laugh when you are in trouble. I will mock you when disaster overtakes you.
If I could say real quick, because the correction is what is to help you. Mm-hmm. All right, when you go into Proverbs 2, 3, 4, all right, they tell you the benefits of the commandments. You see, of understanding and of wisdom. All right, so when you despise that, it's like you writing yourself a death sentence. Mm-hmm. You see, go ahead.
Verse 26. So I will laugh when you are in trouble. I will mock you when disaster overtakes you. When calamity overtakes you like a storm, when disaster engulfs you like a cyclone, and anguish and distress overwhelm you. When they cry for help, I will not answer. Though they anxiously search for me, they will not find me.
Yeah, and it says, with anguish and distress, what it say right there?
And anguish and distress overwhelm you.
Yeah, because like now today, these people are not crying out to the Lord because they are in straits, right? They still under the curses, but they're not overwhelmed. Mm-hmm. The Lord gonna put it to a point where you can't see no way out. There is no way out. You can't wiggle your way. You can't go to the bank and borrow money, right? You can't call on this person. No, he gonna put it to where you're gonna see that he was all you had in the beginning.
And that's why they say they gonna seek him early.
That's right.
As soon as shit just get out of proportion, you know what Jay do, bro. As soon as it get bad, Jay gonna say, "Oh Lord, you got."
Oh Jesus! Please, yeah. Jesus, please. That's the first thing Jay do when they're in trouble. As soon as shit get real. Yep. Oh Lord, God help me. Mm-hmm. But in that day, man, ain't gonna. Hey man, you got it, brother.
Yeah.
Jeepers Cross, yeah. Ask him.
Yeah, ask Jeepers. We gonna go down the line just like that.
Oh, I had one too. You can let me just get him.
He's sick.
This is Jeremiah 4:22. For my people is foolish, they have not known me.
Yep.
They are sad as children, and they have none understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good, they have no knowledge.
Yeah, the Lord called you stupid. All right? When you go into that word sadish, it means stupid. You're dumb. You're a fool. Go ahead. Mm-hmm. It said they wise to do evil.
Yep.
All right? Hey, perfect example with these so-called YNs, right? Who the fuck thought to put an iPhone charger in the key for the kids, man?
Yeah,
Who thought of that? That's crafty. That's wise. Right. You see, they're wise to do evil.
Hey, the way these women set up to commit adultery on these men.
It's an elaborate plan.
It's elaborate and intricate. It's so crafty, bro.
That's right.
That's why I say they wise to do evil. And that's why when the Lord judge them, it's gonna be a crafty judgment. So just how you was elaborate and crafty and doing your wickedness, right? The Lord got a particular judgment set out for you, to judge you. That's
for each and every one of you.
For each and every one of you, man. All right, that's just tailored for you, and it's gonna be real elaborate and intricate too.
The Lord chimed on that with the thunder.
Yes.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, just to add on to your point, because a lot of people believe that they can't be broken. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They got some hard-nosed, real stubborn people, and on top of that, you know what I'm saying? Like when brothers try to correct them, they'll say something like well, we all got to die one day, and just continue on doing what what they're doing, which is off according to scriptures.
Yeah, real quick, we about to grab this Sirach 11 and 25. Yeah, because the Lord don't play that shit. You can't outwill the will of the Lord. Nah, go ahead, I'll get that.
Verse you said,
what that was? 16, I think. Let's see. 25, Salaki, 25.
The book of Sirach, chapter 11, verse 25, and it reads, "In the day of prosperity, there is forgetfulness of affliction. And in the day of affliction, there is no more remembrance of prosperity."
Kind, I'm going to get you to go down to 27, but I won't speak on that. All right? And they forgot how to suffer. They got a few little accolades here, little assets, right? And they forgot about suffering, man. All right? They forgot how it feel to go, 2-3 days without eating, right? They forgot what it feel like to bleed too. A lot of Jake ain't bleeding in a while, man.
Man, Jake forgot what pain feel like.
Jake don't know pain.
Jake don't know no pain, brother. Jake
acquainted with pain.
Yes, bro.
Intimately.
Yes.
That's weird. But listen, it tell you in 2nd Ezra, the 9th chapter, the same must know it.
After death by pain. I know a brother holding that. You got
we
that,
gonna bring that out.
Yeah, bring it out,
Go
man.
ahead, Doc.
Verse 26, "For it is an easy thing unto the Lord in the day of death to reward a man according to his ways."
You see, an easy thing. But the Lord ain't gotta lift his hand. It's just done. That's an easy thing, man.
Easy work.
Easy work. Go ahead.
Verse 27, "The affliction of an hour maketh a man forget pleasure, and in his end his deeds shall be discovered."
Yeah. One more time.
Verse 27, "The affliction of an hour maketh a man forget pleasure, and in his end his deeds shall be discovered."
Now remember, I brought that out because this brother was going into what you had said about Jake thinking they can't be broken.
Right. Yeah. Basically, Jake just have a will about themselves. You know what I'm saying? They think that, hey,
pride.
Because really it's pride, right? Because they're really doing the things because they truly don't fear the Lord. They have no fear of the Lord on them. Period. You know what I'm saying? So they're just gonna go and continue on in wickedness.
Yeah, but they forget about the fine print in these different acts. All right, going into what those when Edom come in like a flood and start picking Jake up. All right, the fine print went into what? Thumb screws. All right, electric chairs, gas chambers. Okay, guillotines, firing squads. You see, they forgot about all that. But read that last part one more time, and we're gonna get that
The second book of Sirach, chapter 11, verse 27. "The affliction of an hour maketh a man forget pleasure, and in his end..."
Brother. Read that again.
Verse 27. "The affliction of an hour maketh a man forget pleasure."
The affliction of an hour. So, like we was just saying, Jake ain't ready for pain, man. It said the affliction of an hour make a man forget his pleasures, man. So all of them thoughts of you just being in that mirthful spirit, just being happy, when that pain start to happen, it just take an hour, man.
Jake gonna be sitting in there booted up, like he got it.
Mm-hmm.
This ain't nothing I've done time before. I can hear Jake saying that in a fucking concentration camp.
Yeah.
Jake just in there, just sit back. It's gonna be all right. Nah, it's finna get real physical.
When you start seeing people walk with them damn chains on, and they going to the guillotines, man.
That's right. And they not coming back.
And they ain't coming back.
Until you start seeing the heads roll.
You start seeing goddamn heads roll.
So like, brother, we talking about this. This is an extreme example.
Yeah.
Some people can't even do a minute plank, brother.
Yeah. Yeah.
For pain of your abs, you
yeah.
can't even do that. So imagine when shit get crazy.
A push-up.
Yeah.
How many people, bro? They got people who can't do a push-up, brother. Seriously.
and say the Lord gonna torment your brain too.
Yeah.
All right, because like this brother was saying, they gonna have guys getting led through the fucking hallway by both arms, right, with chains and shackles on, going to the guillotine room. And look, getting dragged back.
Yeah.
Leaking.
All you gonna see is just a trail of blood. They dragging a man with no head.
The Lord gonna torment your brain.
That's right. Hey man, people gonna start fucking throwing up and shit. Hey man, this is a vile. Hey brother, this is gonna be a vile ass time that we're gonna have to endure, man.
Yep.
You know, but the bulk of our people, they not prepared. Like we went to the lesson last night, they don't have the opportunity to brace to sit there. Hey man, brothers gotta fucking meditate on these things, man. Yep. You know, you gotta see yourself seeing multiple bodies being. You gotta see that, man.
Thousands
of
bodies.
Thousands, man. You know. Gonna make a point. Make a point.
I was just gonna say, like, it says in the scripture there's gonna be a time like never before.
So right.
That's somebody grab that, man.
I was just gonna add on to what you were saying because you stole the word from me. You know what I'm saying? But it basically, you know, those people who didn't fear the Lord or is fearless, the Lord knows your exactness on your fear. You know what I'm saying? He knows what'll make you start being trippy. So when
go ahead, finish your point.
So when you start seeing those dead bodies, those heads, you know what I'm saying? Jake gonna basically succumb to whatever, you know, Esau demands.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that's gonna make a lot of men fold. Yeah. When they gonna see it and they're gonna be like, I ain't going through that. Right. Well, I'm gonna do what he say. I'm gonna take the MOTB. I'm gonna do it.
They gonna be telling other people just do it.
Just do it. Yeah. Do it. What happened in 2020, brother? Oh, I went got it. They ain't do me. Yeah, just go get it.
And all they said was you couldn't go nowhere. You couldn't go outside. So how much more when your life on the line?
Come on.
It's easy. Real quick, we're gonna bring this out and go down the line, get y'all precepts off. Go ahead.
This is Jeremiah 30:4, and it says, "And these are the words that Yahweh spake concerning Israel and concerning Judah. But thus said Yahweh, we have heard a voice of trembling, of fear, and not of peace. Actually now see whether a man doeth travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins, as a woman in travail, and all the faces are turned into paleness."
Stop right there. Huh? Hey, it said, do men have children?
Right.
That's a question. That's a rhetorical question. You see? No goddamn man don't have no child. But it's gonna seem like that. The way these men gonna be weeping and hollering. Ain't fucking snot coming out their nose and slobbing and shit. I'm serious.
Yeah.
A grown ass, big ass man, tattoos and just fucking snot, man.
Nigga, hey, nigga 6'5", 280, full of goddamn muscles, and just rocking back and forth, man.
Crying.
You know, crying. But that's what happened when the Lord starts to actually put the spirit on this devil to torment you, Jakes, man. You know, you got it.
Forgot the title of the Lord is the King of Terror.
The King of Terror. He's the king of it. The king of it, man.
He's the king.
Yes.
Ain't nobody bigger than the king, man.
Come on.
You see? He a real pain bringer. You see? Go ahead.
This is verse 7, and it says, "Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it."
Speak on it.
And you know, just like the brother was saying, like, you know, this is gonna be like some dark and evil, wicked time to where, you know, we won't even be able to see it, you know. But when that time comes, it's just gonna be a lot of bloodshedding, a lot of killing, you know, murder, all these things, and it's gonna humble a lot of Jakes in that time.
Yeah.
And you got to remember this too, because Yahweh Shai said this. He said they're gonna have a fire already kindled on the earth.
Yep.
So this before the Lord even come back. Okay, these sorts of things are gonna start happening, man.
Hey, I could just see it, brother. I could see it. Just being Jake in the middle of Jacob's trouble. You know, you got people. Because I'm gonna say this too. It's not just Jake. You know, in which we preach to Jake because that's the only ones who could repent, right?
Right.
So we're just gonna have all of these nations here, brother, and they just gonna be in the middle of Jacob's trouble. It's gonna be World War III getting ready to go down over there. It's gonna be news that you're gonna be seeing, and then all of a sudden you just gonna see the Lord cracking the clouds, man. You're gonna see the heavens.
It's a lot of rain.
Yeah, it's raining a little bit.
Check the.
It's all good, brother. Yeah, it's all good. Little water don't hurt out. But you gonna see the heavens on fire, brother. You gonna see the electricity, the thunderings, and you gonna see a massive chariot, brother. Yes. Like the Independence Day scene in the midst of all of this happening, though. You and see? Look, go ahead.
Hey, man, it's gonna feel like time gonna stand still.
Yeah.
When Howard shot come true.
Man, Jake standing on top the chariot with flame coming out his nose, man.
Jake and them gonna be fighting, and you know, and then they just gonna stop.
Yeah.
And just everybody gonna be in awe, just looking. You want to see them?
In Revelation, it says, all eyes will see.
Yeah, get it.
You was finishing that? Somebody, another brother grab it in Revelation 1.
I got the precept on it to, people being rebellious.
We're gonna hold that. Let him grab this and finishing that Jeremiah 30. Somebody check it. Yeah. Good. You got it out? Verse 7.
Yeah. Revelation 1:7, it says, "Behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him. They also which pierced him, and all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him. Even so, amen."
What those clouds are, man? Chariots. You see? So he coming back. I can tell you in Wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter.
Yes, bro.
In the strangeness, right, of our salvation, far beyond all that they look for.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't nobody expecting the Lord to come back on those so-called UFO. Flying saucer. You see? They're not expecting that. So when it do happen, it's just gonna be outlandish. It's minds are gonna be blown.
Hey, especially how the brothers explaining it, that you can't see the end of it. It's gonna take over the entire fucking sky.
All nations gonna see it.
Yeah.
You see?
Brother, you can imagine we seeing the chariot, but people all the way across the fucking globe in Saudi Arabia getting their ass tore up, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Man. They basically try to do like a little like a remake of it, or so to speak, like Independence Day. You see the mouth of the chariot open up, and then it was just like thousands of other chariots came flowing out,
God.
And they just took over everything.
The second one is even more descriptive of that particular thing happening. You see?
I gotta go watch that second one.
Man, it's so heavy because, and we gonna finish these scriptures out after I say this. But nevertheless, it went into the so-called aliens that they had captured, which we understand that's representing us, man. Mm-hmm. Right? The prophets. They captured them and had them in holding cells, and for so long they basically were docile. They weren't doing anything. But when the chariot was approaching, it said, like, it looked like they were going crazy. But the dude who understood what was going on, the scientist, right? Hey, he said they're not crying, they're celebrating.
Yeah.
You see? And they were celebrating in their own language when right before the father ship came in. It's heavy. You gotta watch that.
I gotta watch that.
You gotta watch that.
You say they're celebrating in their own language. We're gonna be celebrating in the Hebrew, brother. They ain't gonna understand what the fuck we saying.
They don't understand what we say now.
Exactly. And we speaking in English.
But finish that Jeremiah 30 out for me, and then you can get your pre. That was it right there? Yeah. Come. All right, get your precept, and we'll, whatever y'all got, then we'll move down here. Huh?
And this is going into, Israel being a rebellious people. This is Isaiah 30 and 8. It says, "Now go write it before them in a table and note it in the book, that it may be for the time to come forever and ever. That this is a rebellious people, lying children that will not hear the law of Yahweh, which say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceits. Get you out of the way, turn aside out of the path, cause the Holy One of Israel to cease before us. Wherefore thus said the Holy One of Israel, because you despise the word and trust in oppression, perverseness, and stay thereon, therefore the iniquity shall be to you as a breach ready to fall swelling. Out in a high hill whose breaking cometh suddenly at an instant. He shall break it. He shall break it as the breaking of a powder vessel that is broken into pieces.
And real quick, let me speak on that. All right, when you have a clay pot, man, you got to be very delicate with a clay pot. No, he delicate like a clay pot. But you can't. It's easy to break, and that's going into 2/3 of the nation of Israel, man. Y'all easy to break because your will is based off of what? Fleshly things. Your will is based off of carnality. You got it.
But they don't have nothing to stand for though.
That's right.
So like what your boys say, if you can't stand for nothing,
you fall for anything.
You fall for something, fall for anything. You know, we got something to stand for.
Yeah.
We understand our mission and what's at hand. We understand why we sacrificing now. So when it comes to that time for us, it's gonna be an easy thing. I'm like, oh man, I'm standing for the kingdom.
The spirit of the Lord gonna be on us.
Exactly.
We have a rock.
Come on.
They built their foundation on sand. You see? Ours is on rock. It's on your house shot. Okay? That was it.
It got a little bit more than that.
Go ahead.
He shall not spare, so that there shall not be found in the burst of it a shred to take fire from the hearth, or to take water out of the pit.
Yeah. So ultimately, man, it's been written in these scriptures, and it's been proven through the test of time that Israel is a rebellious house, man. It's been proven.
It's different.
Y'all don't fucking listen. You see? And there's a recompense for not listening, man. We go down the line, brothers.
So, you just walk me into it to make a point. Israel, we going after our own lust, as a people. You know what I'm saying? So this James 1 and 14. But every man is tempted when he is drawn away of his own lust and enticed.
Mm-hmm.
Then when lust had conceived, it bringeth forth sin. And sin, when it is finished, bringeth forth death. So you just, like we've been going into, y'all signing your own death certificate. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, just follow these scriptures, follow these laws. Come back to your power.
Yeah, because that's Satan's job. His job is to draw you away into your lust. So if he's been doing a magnificent job of drawing Jake away into all these worldly things, these things that seem good, these different appetites that Jake indulge in, well, when that time comes, it's gonna be an easy thing to do it. He gonna seduce the fuck out of you, man. You know?
They ain't made up in their mind to follow the Lord.
Exactly.
They double-minded.
Yep.
To follow to get away sin, to get over sin, you got to make up in your mind to follow these laws, statutes, and commandments.
Yes, bro. Yeah.
Because if Satan able to tempt you and win, if you dead spiritually, you just good as dead. In general,
Yeah.
The walking dead.
The Walking Dead.
I want to see this too, because the lust, that's what the world promotes. Your lust.
Mm-hmm.
And people do anything trying to fulfill that lust, rather be evil.
Yep.
Go ahead
and which the main thing people lust after is money.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? That's why the scripture say, man, love for money is evil, because people will do anything to do it.
Yeah, the money itself not evil, but it's the love for it, the attraction to want to gain more and more and more.
Money is an inanimate object.
Yeah.
It holds no soul. It holds none of that, man.
But got some point.
That's what
I was about to say. Wisdom is money is a defense.
Right.
But think about it, so much wickedness tied to money.
Yeah.
Like they going after these women, you gotta get money for that.
Mm-hmm.
You want a nice car, you gotta get the money for that. You know what I'm saying? Like everything tied to the money here.
Yep.
Go ahead and bring that definition up about the chef.
This is the word lust in the online etymology. Lust, Old English, lust, desire, appetite, inclination, pleasure, sensuous appetite.
Sensuous appetite. You see? And I did a video 2 nights ago going into being satiated, by the word, man. Basically being filled, by the word. And when you go into that word satiated, it goes into being full above measure. These scriptures, this truth fills us above measure to the point that we don't have to go after money the same way as these other people go after it. That's 2/3, man. We don't have to chase women the same way to fulfill, that pleasure, man. Okay, that lust. We lust for the return of Yahushua. That's what we lust for. We lust, like this brother said, we lust for righteousness. We lust for the new bodies. You see, we lust for power and dominion. Okay? It's not the same sort of lust, man.
Yeah, righteous appetite.
That's right, brother.
Yeah.
That was all they had?
Yeah, a little bit more.
Yeah, I got to preach it too.
Come.
All right, so this Job 23, verse 12. Neither have I gone back from the commandments of his lips. I have esteemed the words of his mouth more than my necessary food.
God.
You know, because ain't bad appetite going to food, man. You know what I'm saying? But it's saying that, hey, man, we lust after, hey, man, this word. You know, more than, hey, man, than any lust in this world. You know, anybody that had appetite on, like, that's our main appetite, man. It's the word, man, because that's what feeds us, man. That's what fills us. Fills our soul, fills our mental.
This is our favorite food.
Mm-hmm.
We ain't gonna never get tired of this, Lord willing.
Only food.
Yeah.
Man, I gotta find a scripture that's going to say if you eat, you know, but not give thanks to the Lord. If you don't eat for the Lord, then you ain't really eating. You know what I'm saying? If you don't live for the Lord, you ain't really living.
Okay.
Let me bring the scripture out to the background of this James 4 and 4.
Yep.
Ye adulterers and adulteresses, know ye not that the friendship of the world is enmity with God? Whosoever therefore will be a friend of the world is the enemy of God. Do ye think that the scripture said in vain, the spirit that dwelleth in us lusted to envy? But he giveth more grace, wherefore he said, God resisted the proud, but giveth grace unto the humble. You gotta humble yourself, you hear me? Like, and humbling ourselves goes into coming back to our power, coming out of the world, not lusting into the things that people do in the world, not trying to be a friend of the world. You gotta humble yourself.
Yeah, and humbling yourself is not just a thought in your brain. No, it's an action. You see, so reforming yourself, converting unto that new man, destroying that old man. That's what humbling is, man. Okay, being shaped by these scriptures, because prior to this truth, you were shaped by the world and whatever lust you were after. You see, y'all got y'all prees down now. You got something?
I just got the extra.
This is the book of Acts, chapter 7, and 51. You know, furthermore, backing up the point that brother talking about, you know, them lusting after the worldly things. Right. So if they're lusting after the worldly things, that means that they're resisting, you know, the will of Yahweh Shemel Shah. But this is Acts 7:51. Acts 7:51. It says, "Ye stiff-necked and uncircumcised in heart and ears, ye do always resist the Holy Spirit, as your fathers did, so do ye." So they're in the same lot, you know, as they were from the beginning, resisting Yahweh Shemel Shah. All right, but it says, verse 52, it says, "Which of the prophets have not your fathers persecuted? And they have slain them, which showed before of the coming of the just one, of whom ye have been now the betrayers and murderers."
Yeah, and I wanted to say this. I'm gonna address that too, all right? Because the scriptures tell you what? That these people are the father of the devil. You see, they have taken accustomed to the ways of Satan, man. All right, but there was a point in there, because this brother had, when he brought it out in what that was, Isaiah 30. All right, hey, they really want to kill the prophets. You see, they don't want to. Hey, this is painful to hear. This truth is painful for 2/3 to hear, man, because you're addressing like their lust. You see.
Let me get this for you, brother.
Go ahead, bro.
This Hebrews 4:12. For the word of the Most High is quick and powerful, right, and sharper than any two-edged sword,
right,
piercing even to the dividing asunder of soul and spirit, and of the joints and marrow, and is a discerner of the thoughts and intents of the heart.
Yeah, and there's no way to combat this truth. All right, there's no way to defend yourself from this truth. Hey, this truth is a sword that's it's stronger than any defense that you have. You see?
Yeah, because we speaking like the spirit, we speaking the words of the Lord, and it says it's quick and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword. All right, so when we speaking about the words that we speak, it condemns these people.
Yeah,
it judges them. Alright, and it's like it said it's like a two-edged sword, so it's like they spiritually getting stabbed. And a stab to the spirit, who can bear? So that's, you say they won't kill, but they really do. They really do want to, unalive us.
Because they carnal.
Yep.
That's the only way they can try to hurt us, bro. You see, but the Lord not going for that no more. Yes, some men will be made martyrs, but it's for testimony. All right? They got men that will not taste of death on this side. And when they get put in these difficult situations, the Lord say He gonna do what? Lift up a standard, man. All right? Real quick. I'm gonna grab this Second Esdras 1.
I got that.
Go ahead.
Come on, brother.
Go ahead, my brother.
Come on. This is Second Esdras chapter 1, verse 32.
Yes, sir.
That's what he's gonna start at, right?
Yeah.
I know, brother. Second Esdras chapter 1, verse 32. It says, I sent unto you my servants the prophets, whom ye have taken and slain, and tore their bodies in pieces, whose blood I will require, said the Lord.
Yeah. So the Lord gonna require blood at your goddamn hand. All right? Hey, Jay think they got away with that. In the ancient times, now, you see, men saying they're gonna do, Lord knows what to the prophets. Okay? Threats. The Lord don't take threats lightly either. Just because you ain't do it, your mind did it. You see? Your thoughts killed us. You see? What it says, scripture say, precious is the death of his saints, man.
Yeah. But I want to say this too, because when you go into the ancient prophets, all right, I believe Isaiah was he was literally cut in half, man. Right? They hated Isaiah. And you got some of the heaviest prophecies in the scriptures from Isaiah, man.
He covered everything.
He covered everything, Jeremiah was put to death gruesomely, man. Want to say something?
Yeah, I want to say even going back to the disciples, like
I was gonna say that, yeah.
Peter, Mark, all them, John, different disciples. I forget which ones, but I'm gonna just name some of the things that happened to them. I know one of them. I believe it was I forgot. One of them was put in grease, hot grease or something like that. One of them was it Peter who was crucified upside down? Yeah, he was beheaded. I think it was Mark. Who was dragged through the city, from the tied to the back of a horse, dragged through the city and killed.
I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna get all them accounts because I was looking at the ancient ones real quick. Yeah. It said Isaiah traditionally understood to have been sawn in two, possibly while hiding during a period of persecution, and that same persecution is coming for us, man. It says Jeremiah, while forbidden to marry and suffering persecution, imprisonment, and being cast into a cistern.
Real quick.
Go ahead.
Nah, because that's why the Lord gonna have to put us up, man.
That's right.
They're gonna have men who have watched our videos and they seek out to do these things to us, man. If not worse. Mm-hmm. You got it, Doc?
Yeah. What was that? It says tradition suggests that he was laid a stone to death in Egypt. All right. You had Zechariah. This prophet was stoned to death in the court of the Lord by order of the king. So these same men, these prophets are back today.
That's right.
All right. You had Daniel. Even though the Lord was with Daniel, they sought to throw him in the lion's den, man.
And they starved the lions.
And they starved the lions, man. All right. Who was that? Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Yep. Thrown in the fire, man. You see? And these are the things, man. You actually have people that's meditating on these type of things to do to us, man.
Family members.
Yes, bro.
Guys you work with.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Neighbors.
Yep.
Okay? Just because you park your fucking car a little bit, by his driveway. He gonna seek to do you harm in that day, man. All right?
Hey, just what? They got people who won't harm us just because they don't understand us, bro.
Right.
People feel and they hate what they can't understand, bro.
That's right.
And they definitely can't understand the life of a prophet or a man of the Lord, but you got it.
And it was prophesied. Everyone was going to be hated for the name.
That's right.
Yes. The Lord's name sake.
I got that other side of that account for you.
Go ahead. Bring all that information out, and we're We're gonna go down the line. Bring that information out.
Now this is when you go into the debt of the 12 apostles, right? And it's I say it's more important than the ancient prophets because who was in rule back then? The Romans, man. Edom, all right. And we're under the same empire, all right. The revised Roman Empire, all right. It has come back and it's back here today through what we know as America, right? Now it says Peter crucified upside down in Rome as he felt unworthy to die the same way as Yahushua. Paul, in which Paul, when you look at the so-called New Testament, right? That's all Paul books, man. All of his epistles to the different churches that was scribed, and the other half is Yahushua, and then Revelation. That's Paul. It says beheaded in Rome under Emperor Nero, in which who we believe to be Emperor Nero today. DJT, man.
Yeah,
you see?
He like to say we the prophets of doom.
Yeah.
How coincidental is that, bro?
What do he say? Well, there are some prophets, and they say World War III is gonna happen. It says James was beheaded in Jerusalem by King Herod Agrippa. Andrew crucified on an X-shaped cross in Greece. Thomas stabbed to death with spears in India. Philip reports vary. I skipped that one. James, which was the brother of it says thrown from the temple pinnacle and then clubbed to death. Jude shot with arrows or clubbed to death in Persia. Simon the Zealot sawn in half for his missionary work. Come on, man, it's sawn in half, brother. It says John, the only apostle believed to have died naturally, right, he was exiled to the Isle of Patmos. And the Lord didn't allow that to happen because he had to write the books of Revelation, man.
Nah, but they got that. That's more.
That's it.
Hey, you sure you still won't be a prophet?
Yeah.
You see? Your mind have to, you got to get to a place, and that's a question for all us brothers over here, older brothers, apostles, everybody. You got to ask yourself that every morning you wake up, because you're no longer a regular person in the world.
Yeah.
You stepped into this ministry. Every morning you got to be okay with dying as a prophet.
That's right.
Whatever so form or fashion it happens.
Yep.
But check this out. What's the alternative? Dying as a wicked man?
Dying as a bitch.
You see what I'm saying?
That's really what it is.
It's for real. No brainer. And a true soldier, a real soldier goes to battle knowing he might die. So that's what we gotta have that mindset like that. We might die, but it's for a greater cause, so we get a reward for it. Hey, the elder always make the point: a real man gonna die for what he believes in.
That's right.
So how much more a man of the Lord?
Because that coming. That destruction coming for everybody.
Yeah, if I could say this, we don't care about dying, man. All right, we understand what death is. All right, and we know. Hey, huh?
What's gonna lead up to?
Yeah, and we know what it's gonna lead up to. Thessalonians 4. Come on, brother, real quick. This Psalms 116 and 15. It says, "Precious in the sight of the Lord Yahweh is the death of his saints." So, if it pleased the Lord to bruise his own son, how much more pleasing it'll be to put to death his friends, man. All right, the men that's gonna serve with him. Hey, man, it's pleasing to the Lord. Hey, whatever's pleasing to the Lord is cool with me.
That's right.
And
it's pleasing to it's precious because that's the ultimate testimony of your faith.
That's right.
The most faith you can
can't go further than dying for what you believe in.
Yes. That's an honorable death too.
Yeah. One of y'all brothers get Sirach 4 and 28. Bible shot.
Hold that. Let's get that Sirach. One of y'all grab that Sirach for Baka shot. Come on, bring it out.
The book of Sirach, chapter 4, verse 28, and it reads, "Strive for the truth until death, and the Lord shall fight for thee."
Yeah. Heavy. Strive for the truth until death. All right? Which we going to grab it right here in 1 Thessalonians. All right? But we understand that that is just but a mere transition.
That's it, brother.
Especially if you're in the truth. Hey, you coming right back with your house shot, man.
Come on.
You're going to already be in your glorious body. All right? On the chariots, ready to cause hell, man. To recompense those that put you to death.
understanding coming in.
That's why this particular chapter was even written. Right. You got to think about it. You don't think the Lord had that covered when he had these different epistles being written? Let me write this down to encourage them. They must have this.
Hey, it's gonna sit at the end. Yeah. What for comfort? Yeah.
Comfort one another with these things. Yep. Go ahead, I'll bring it out.
All right, this 1 Thessalonians chapter 1, verse 4. Knowing brethren beloved, your election.
That's 4 and 1.
Oh, you want 4 and 1?
13.
4 and 13.
Sorry, 13. Yeah.
1 Thessalonians 4 and 13.
And go all the way down to the end. All right. Go all the way through.
1 Thessalonians chapter 4, verse 13. But I would not have you to be ignorant, brethren, concerning them which are asleep.
Mm-hmm. What is sleep synonymous with? Death. Go ahead.
That ye sorrow not,
mm-hmm.
even as others which have no hope.
Yeah, because the world is scared to die.
Right.
All right. There's no answer for death. They don't understand how the spirit realm works.
Mm-hmm.
All right. They don't understand about transitioning, okay, to the right side of Yahweh, man. Go ahead.
If I could say real quick,
yep.
they think, oh, if I die, if I do all these bad things, I'm gonna go burn in hell.
I got a lesson
with the pitchfork, man. You know,
poking you in your ass, and you just steady, just working, just toiling for all eternity.
Don't forget that the goal is to go in them white clouds with the white babies.
Yeah.
The
golden gates.
Naked babies with wings and harps and arrows and shit. That's crazy.
It's bullshit.
Verse 14. For if we believe that Yahushua died and rose again, even so them also which sleep in Yahushua will God bring with him.
Keep going.
For this we say unto you by the word of the Lord, that we which are alive and remain unto the coming of the Lord shall not prevent them which are asleep.
Yeah, so going into that the reward of being a prophet, you see that crown, those new bodies, dominion, all right. It's telling you that those that live, the elect that continue to live on, that's not going to prevent those that died from receiving their reward, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got keep going. I got something.
For the Lord himself shall descend from heaven with a shout, with the voice of the archangel, and with the trump of God, and the dead in Hamashiach shall rise first.
Read that part again,
For the Lord himself shall descend from heaven with a shout, with the voice of the archangel, and with the trump of God, and the dead in Hamashiach shall rise first.
Right, so the dead gonna see Yahushua first, okay? Before the rest of the elect sin, okay? Which is synonymous with what? The deliverance, okay? Yep. Go ahead. Like I said earlier, the ones that die, the elect that die, they gonna have their new bodies already on the chariots, man. It's gonna tell you. Go ahead.
Then we which are alive and remain shall be caught up together, and with them in the clouds.
Mm-hmm.
In the clouds, in the chariots. All right. We gonna all see each other. All right. The brothers that have passed away in the truth, okay, and the ones that will be martyrs. All right. We gonna see them again. That's why I told you in the very beginning, sorrow not. Go ahead.
To meet the Lord in the air, and so shall we ever be with the Lord. Wherefore comfort one another with these words.
That's the perfect way to end that, man. Comfort each other with these words, man. Con, I'm gonna go like this. I know you had one here, then I got you. We go over there. Go ahead,
Mine?
Yep.
Con. It's Revelation 14 and 12. It says, here is the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of the Most High and the faith of Yahushua. And I heard a voice from heaven saying unto me, write, blessed are the dead which die in the Lord from henceforth. Yes, said the Spirit, that they may rest from their labors and their works do follow them.
Yeah, your works gonna follow you, man. Right? Like this brother went into, you're not gonna perish in eternity. You died, man. Reincarnation, understanding the spirit world was a common thing in the ancient world, man. Only here in this Western world, this Western society, okay, people think like this.
Yeah, people in the world, they think that is just it. It's nothing. Everything just erased after that. That's why they say, you only live once.
YOLO.
So right. Yeah. So do whatever make you happy. Do this. Do that. But we understand that after so-called death, we gotta get judged. Our works do follow us after that.
Right.
So that's why we able to maintain that faith, because we know that our good labor that we working for the Lord, it don't vanish.
Right.
It carries on to the next life, man.
Because there would be an unjust power to have you toiling and working, and then you die, and your works are just
become nothing.
Just for naught.
Evaporate.
You see? But you had a point you wanted to make?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, basically the people are full of, Esau's wisdom.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because he teaches that. You know what I'm saying? It says that in, I believe it's Wisdom of Solomon, the 2nd chapter. You know what I'm saying? Where it talks about, hey, look, we're nothing, we're vapor. You know what I'm saying? And, afterwards, we're not even going to be around. You know what I'm saying? So we might as well just live it up. You know?
Okay. Yeah, and the scriptures tell you, I believe that's in the book of Sirach, that the knowledge of wisdom, wickedness is not wisdom.
Mm-hmm. Right.
You see? So they had a field with vain things, man. You got your precept out.
This Wisdom of Solomon 17 and 12. It says, for fear is nothing else but a betraying of the succors which reason offer it, and the expectation from within being less counted the ignorance more than the cause which bringeth the torment. Right now, I'm reading in the GNT. Right, because this is what happens when people die. Right, this is why people get so-called quote unquote scared. Right, because they don't understand what the help is. Right, which is a core is nothing but your help. All right, and your reason is what? The scriptures, man. Right. You see, it's Wisdom of Solomon 17 and 12 in the GNT. It says fear is nothing but the failure to use the help that reason gives, in which our helps comes through the spirit, through a kakwadash. All right, from Yahweh, man. That's our help, man. All right, and it says that's you failing to use that. You're not relying on Yahweh. You're not relying on the scriptures, right? Which like I said, our reason is in the scriptures, man. Because what we understand what's going on. Right. So when that starts to fail, it starts to psych you out. It starts to bug you out, like I don't want, that's what I don't want to die. I don't want to die. That's why you see people in these movies and they have that fear. Go ahead.
No, but that particular point you just made is what's going to make people take the mark of the beast.
Man. Yeah.
That's that when he just said that's going to be the gateway for them to take it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the catalyst. You're right, huh? Okay. But
I got one more verse.
Go ahead.
You want to say something?
Nah, go ahead.
All right. This verse 13. It says, when you lack the confidence, all right, and what's confidence, Akim?
Faith.
Our faith. So when you lack the faith, this what happens. It says, when you lack the confidence to rely on reason, like I said, the reason is our scriptures. So when you lack faith to rely on the scriptures, we've been putting all of this time in, all of these hours, all right, into learning the scriptures for us to obtain salvation, all right? And you're going to let a very small moment let your faith get knocked off, right? Which is, go ahead. Go ahead. You want to say something?
No. Yeah, it's like, because what you were saying too, to add to you, what's going to be that no-brainer for them that has no faith?
Right.
For them to know that, okay, I have an opportunity to have my life continue if I just do this.
Yeah.
That's it. That's a no-brainer for them. For people with no faith. You got it.
Nah, just to back you up, I want the scriptures tell you in Sirach, the 27th chapter, first voice. I'm gonna let him finish and you'll get it.
This back in Wisdom of Solomon 17 and 13 in GNT, it says when you lack the confidence to rely on reason, you give in to the fears caused by ignorance, man.
Yep.
You got it.
Yeah, and that's why I tell you in Revelations, the 2nd chapter, blessed is he that readeth.
Yeah.
All right, when you reading the things that like the scripture said again, that were written aforetime, you see, it's for your learning. All right, we're learning to basically have faith. Okay, when you read these different accounts, okay, when you actually accepting the things that the Lord have you know, through the Spirit put in this book, okay, it boosts your faith. It prepares you for the end, man.
Yeah.
All right, that great day. Okay, but you got that precept.
Hey, if I could, go ahead.
I was about to say that's the aid.
That's the help, the succor. But if I could say it, because it's funny, you know, with the beginning of the camp, we were starting out with the teeth of wild beasts and all of these people being put to death. All right, and now, you know, because we understand both sides, man. We understand that we can be put to death. It's not slated that everybody, because we know, as it said, Matthew 16:28, some men standing here shall not taste of death. So we understand both sides, man. All right, and this point is being reiterated when you turn to the Lord. All right, and cast all your cares upon him. All right, put all your eggs in this basket of the truth, that you gonna receive the reward whether you die or not, man. You know, you just gotta believe, man, and have faith. Y'all got it.
Also, I think Bart brought it up, you know, with the appetite of basically, let's say the roll, what they say about the roll. You know, it's bitter and it's sweet.
Yeah.
All right, so everything with the bitterness, we know that's part of the bitterness.
That's part of the work. Yeah.
You know, and the wickedness that we're going to constantly have to endure, but the sweetness is overcoming at the
end.
Yeah. I'm going to say this, according to that, that's why I say eat the whole roll.
Yeah.
Not just eat a piece of it. All right. And that's why you have, because we spoke about it, jakes that fall out. You ate a piece of the roll. All right. You love the sweetness of understanding that there's a nationality for the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans that's opposed from the derogatory term, you see, of being a nigger, all right, a spick, okay, the customs of America, you see. You love that there was a place for you in the earth, right? And then you're the chosen of the lost people. But when it got bitter, you started to understand, you know, like this brother went into, the things that we have to endure, and that there's afflictions, there's codes we must live by, all right, which is the scriptures, all right? It got bitter for you. So they didn't consume the whole roll, man.
They spit it out.
Yeah, they spit it out. They went back into the world, man.
Yep.
But
I want to say something too to back you up. Then also knowing the things we're about to inherit.
Right.
But yet, on to receive that, to obtain that, we gotta go through the dangerous steps, as you said in 2nd Ezra 7.
Yep. They don't want to put the work in.
Yeah.
They want to live in a house that's fully furnished without putting the work in the building and to keep it up. All we doing is keeping up the house, right, that the Lord built through the apostles, man.
Yeah.
We keeping it up, sweeping, mopping, you know, spiritually though.
Yeah.
Maintenance.
Yep.
Okay, maintenance derives from what? The word maintain. Hey, they got a spider on that camera, brother. Other side. Yeah, but
He ain't about nothing.
no, I'm just saying. I don't want the bird to freak out in the fucking camera fall. I'll freak out. Got it, all right?
It's the book of Sirach, chapter 27, 1, and it reads, many have sinned for a small matter.
Yeah, a small matter they had sinned. Keep going.
And he that seeketh for abundance will turn his eyes away.
Now, when you understand what that brother brought out in that Wisdom of Solomon, okay, we see that is not what it's perceived to be. Okay, so to basically give yourself over to Esau Edom in the system of the MOTB, we'll get you next. But the system of the MOTB, that's a small matter. It's either that or sin against the Lord. All right? Which one you gonna get? I mean, which one you gonna do? All right, go ahead. That was it?
Now they got another verse 2.
Go ahead.
As a nail sticketh fast between the joints of the stones, so through a sin stick close between buying and selling.
That's right, and that's the premise, because you have to buy and sell in this system has been strategically set up for you to depend on buying and selling, man. All right? In the ancient world, yeah, you did have marketplaces, okay, but for the most part, Jake was self-sufficient, man. All right? It was a more natural way of life. It's not natural to have to go to a fucking superstore and purchase your goods, man. That's not natural for every meal. No, you went to markets for things like salt, pressed wine and things of that nature, man.
And it was more of a trade.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It wasn't, oh, I gotta get my money right so I could go get me some salt and spices. No, it was more of a trade because back then you had every family that specialized in something.
Right.
Your family might have specialized in carpentry,
blacksmiths,
making swords, rugs. So you would exchange trade for the items that you need.
Now that's a beautiful point, huh?
Mm-hmm.
But nevertheless, it said sin sticking close to buying and selling, and that's why this it's gonna be detrimental, all right, to your existence if you take that mark of the beast, man. But I keep saying the MOTB. You got your precept, and you know. Would you want to say something?
No, I was gonna say. Well, Miles went into his, but
go ahead.
Okay,
bring it out.
This just real quick. This is Isaiah 36 and verse 6.
That broken reed.
Yeah, it says, "Lo, thou trustest in the staff of this broken reed on Egypt." You know, going into America. You know, basically Esau's system. Man, our people, like you mentioned, you know, they go to grocery stores to get everything.
Right.
So he's got people comfortable with being comfortable with things they should already have. You know, and that's how the people are gonna fall because they got to go to him for everything.
Start over again. I'm gonna make a point.
Verse 6, 36 and 6, it says, "Lo, thou trusted in the staff of this broken reed on Egypt."
Yeah, and that's gonna happen again too, because when you go into that broken reed, well, first of all, a reed is a particular plant that grows near like water, right? Rivers and things of that nature. And when you break a reed, let's say you cut a reed, it's hollow in the inside, it's hollow in the middle. And what does that represent? Right? Hey, really that's syringe. Yeah. Beautiful. Somebody put it up down. Like those fibers are soft in the middle of that reed. See if you can find another one. They should have a hole in that joint. But that's that syringe that MOTB is going to go into. Yep, the palisade.
Correct. And it says, whereon if a man lean, which going into what? Being dependent on. It says, it will go into his hand, which becoming one with him, sticking to him, and pierce it. So is Pharaoh, king of Egypt, to all that trust in him. You know, we know what the modern day Pharaoh is. DJT, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, he also could be likened unto, you know, that cruel Lord, you know, from out of Isaiah the 19th chapter.
Which it said Egypt though, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what the modern day Egypt is America, man.
Yep.
All right. As it said, I will give them into the hand of a cruel Lord. Well, that cruel Lord, he was reigning over Egypt, man. You see, in which the modern day Egypt is what? America. Yep. All right. Nothing. Egypt just means a house of bondage, man. All right. But y'all brothers got it.
I got Revelation 3 and 10. It says, "Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to them that dwell upon the earth. Behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown. Him that overcometh will I make a pillar in the temple of my power, and he shall go no more out. And I will write upon him the name of my power and the name of the city of my power, which is New Jerusalem, which cometh down out of heaven from my power, and I will write upon him my new name. He that hath an ear, let him hear what the Spirit said unto the churches."
You want to speak? I see something. Yeah, because what? Hold what you have, man. What do we have? We had a Sakor. Okay, we have this truth, man. All right, we had a blueprint. Like the brother said, we have faith, man. All right, the blueprint is what gave us faith. All right, when you, I think Yaga and I went into it last camp. All right, when you had these different architects and they're about to build a building, all right, they have faith in the blueprint that the building is going to be the way it's written down on the blueprint. You see? Mm-hmm. So us reading and eating the whole roll, all right, because that's a big part, man. You have to know all sides of this truth, man. You can't just know a little bit because your faith gonna diminish. Okay? We have the faith because we had the entirety of the scriptures, man. All right? But nevertheless, what that last part was again? It say,
Hold that fast which thou hast.
Hold fast what thou hast, that no man taketh thy crown. All right, going back to what? It that small matter. You see, you had a faith. Keep your faith. All right. Yeah. Come. So if you're open, you want to go?
Yeah, I just wanted to say when you said, crown, I'm not gonna, say it, with the, the hokey pokey.
Mm-hmm.
That word meant crown, because basically, scientists believe they could destroy a certain gene within you.
And it'd be hard because Jay got to talk into all these fucking codes, right? But nevertheless, when they put that that jab in you, that was designed to destroy the nation of Israel, man. That's why it was pushed in the different bodegas, the favelas, the ghettos, man.
Yeah, in the beginning, that's who they said
it was
needed the help. The Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans.
Yeah, I'm not
mention
even
nobody
saying.
else.
It was literally on the news as a headline.
And what happened to that?
Right.
Under the rug.
And the prophets saw it.
And with them taking away like all the benefits and the food stamps and stuff that they use to support them, that's the last thing they're gonna go to. That's all they're gonna have in that time when that time comes.
Nah, but when you studies and statistics show that so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans are obviously stronger in every which way, form, and fashion, right? But they made it seem as such that we needed our immune system was so weak and vulnerable, right, to that specific disease.
Right.
I shouldn't have said that.
Yeah.
Let's get off that, bro. Cause I'm not good with talking like that.
Just one last bit back up. That's why the scriptures tell you never trust thy enemy. This dude is the devil. You can't trust him for nothing. Damn. You can get off it though, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. And that's we gonna get put off the highways and byways soon, brother. Right. That's ridiculous having to fucking do cartwheels with wordplay.
Yeah, you gotta say this in ease. Come on, man.
I might have fucked this. Go ahead. Y'all got freeze?
Yeah, it was on that.
No. Let's get off of that.
I got some other one with the death.
Bring out anything but that.
Back when we were speaking about being familiar with death and what comes after. One of my favorite chapters, obviously, 2nd Maccabees, chapter 7, and I'm gonna get to the point after the 4th brother was killed. It says, so when he was ready to die, he said, thus, it is good being put to death by men to look for hope from Yahweh Bashem Yahushai to be raised up again by him. As for thee, thou shalt have no resurrection to life. And that's the mindset that we have, with the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, of being put to death. If you read through, again, one of my favorite chapters, how you seeing that all of these brothers, the 7 brothers, they walk through this thing, walk towards death willfully, knowing that, that there was going to be a resurrection. And their mama as well, watching all this happen, and she had some type of joy in her to know that, that we have a beautiful power that's going to resurrect and put us back, where we need to be.
And that's
I want to say something too. That's why knowing the end is a great motivator for us, man, to face death. Because we know the end, man. The end. Once we die, we go see that reward, man.
She kept her faith.
Yeah.
All of those brothers kept their faith, man.
And that was reassuring to the next one.
Yeah. And it also shows too, because those men weren't speaking of their own thoughts. All right. The Lord was putting words in their mouth to tell a king. He told them the perfect words, man. Then the Lord gonna do the same thing.
You said that. It said that in Matthew.
It's in Matthew. I'm about to get one of you brothers to grab it.
It's in Matthew, I think, 10.
Yeah, I believe it's 10.
If you get to the point where brothers getting scalped, but the next brother walking up with his tongue out already.
Yeah.
Like that the faith has got to be strong at that point.
God. That's why, like we say, the Lord gonna have that spirit on us, man. If that be our lot, man, the Lord gonna put the spirit on us to be in that state of mind. Like, man, I'm about to go see the Lord. Like, hey, brother, it'll be a blessing to be accounted that type of worthy. You know what I'm saying?
Think about it, like, why wouldn't he? Like, we represent him.
Yeah.
Like, now they gotta go like some soldiers. They represent me. I can't have nobody crying, peeing on themselves, and talking about the Lord.
And hey, I want to say this too, because hey, being spooked and being scared is two different things, brother. Mm-hmm. That's two totally different things. Hey, it's gonna be real crazy out here, man. Jake gonna be spooked. Jake not gonna be afraid like these other people, man. But
our bodies still have nerves.
Yeah.
And so on, when things happen.
Yeah, we still human.
We still men.
We still have to feel all of these.
We still have feelings and emotions.
Right.
And if Jake can receive it, that's gonna be the fuel to keep our faith too. Because we understand that there's nothing else that we can do in order to save. We can't save ourselves. All right, so that fear is going to be a motivator, all right, for us to keep reciting scriptures in our brains, right? When we seeing certain things happening, all right, being thankful for when the Lord do bless you with food and water and shelter, all right. So that fear, that and it's like I said, that's a whole different fear than what these people have. These people have no idea why certain shit is going to be happening. But we understand. We just afraid that we praying and hoping that we are of the elect. You see?
Who else gonna be thanking the Lord when shit is going bad for them?
Right.
Because we gonna thank the Lord regardless if He's giving us food or even putting us in a bad position. We know that it's meant to happen.
It's meant for the testimony of your house shop, man.
Yep. I got a quick precept. This one I was looking for earlier.
God.
This Romans for the fifth right now. This Romans 14, and I'm gonna start at 6. I'm gonna start at 5. One man esteemeth one day above another, and another esteemeth every day alike. That every man be fully persuaded in his own mind. He that regarded the day regarded it unto the Lord, and he that regarded not the day to the Lord, he doth not regard it. He that eateth to the Lord, for he giveth God thanks. And he that eateth not to the Lord, he eateth not, and giveth God thanks. For none of us liveth to himself, and no man dieth to himself. For whether we live unto the Lord, and whether we die unto the Lord. Whether we live, therefore, or die, we are the Lord's. So,
yeah. Go ahead.
Now, you go ahead and make your point, brother.
Go ahead.
Now, I was just about to say, like, brothers talking about standing boldly, in the face of death for the Lord, but like this life, not ours. Like, we can't feel or choose one way or the other. You know what I'm saying? We choosing to do this and stand boldly for the Lord's sake. So if it's death, then so be it. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm gonna say this: that particular scripture, it go into like the esteeming the holy days, right?
Fine. Yeah.
But it can be used in that manner as well. It said, let every man be fully persuaded. You see, right? You want to say something?
Oh yeah, break that point. You say let every man be persuaded in his own mind. So basically, like by us reading these things, we gotta have enough faith for ourselves. Yeah, we gotta ask ourselves, do we really believe this thing? Because hey man, everybody come towards that time, man, where we might have to face it. And a brother might not be with you at that time. You gotta face it on your own.
Easier said than done.
This is Philippians, real quick, 1 and verse 20. It says, according to my earnest expectation and my hope, that in nothing I shall be ashamed, but that with all boldness, as always, so now also Hamashiach shall be magnified in my body, whether it be by life or by death. So like the brother is saying, different brothers are going to receive those different trials and tribulations. But the point is, when we're tried, we pray to Yahweh Shema Shah, we're able to, pass those tribulations, man, to get the reward on the other side. You got it.
You got it.
This is Matthew 10 and 17. It says, but beware of men, for they will deliver you up to the councils, and they will scourge you in their synagogues, and ye shall be brought before the governors and the kings for my sake, for a testimony against them and the Gentiles.
Yeah, so like I said, it's for the testimony of Yahweh Shai, man. And this in red letters with the brother reading, right? Go ahead.
This is verse 19. It says, but when they deliver you, take no thought on how or what ye shall speak for. No, it's like
take your time.
It said, take no thought how or what ye shall speak, for it shall be given. For it shall be given you in the same hour what ye shall speak. For it is not ye that speak, but the Spirit of your Father, which speaketh in you.
That's right. So, by it being for the testimony of Yahushua, men being brought in front, these different governors, these politicians, government officials, and even some men gonna be brought before what? These different
senators, presidents,
what you call them,
governors,
these secret families, man.
Yeah, the elites.
The elites, the Bilderbergs, the Rockefellers, because these are the people that really run the world. You see, so men are going to be brought in front of these people, okay? And what? The Lord have words for them. We don't have no words. We not carrying. All right, it's not for our testimony. No, it's for the testimony of Yahushua. So Yahushua got some shit he wanted to tell him through us.
Be the mouthpiece.
Yeah. Like just you're gonna be the mouthpiece as we've been being the mouthpiece. You see? That's why I said take no thought for what you shall say, man.
This is verse 21. Yep. And the brother shall deliver you up, the brother to death, and the father the child, and the children shall rise up against their parents and cause them to be put to death.
Going back to what I was saying earlier, all right, about the men of the Lord being put up, man. All right, you're gonna have these different family members that, okay, they once our names and our faces be plastered upon these different billboards on the news, all right, social media sites, things like that. All right, they're gonna have reward money. You got family members with secret arts with you, okay, based on your beliefs.
Yep.
All right, you offended them, but you ain't offend them. If Jake know what I'm saying, you offend them with your actions, just being you, and really it's your Hawashai that offends them. You see, so they're gonna have an evil eye towards you. It literally said, "Brother shall deliver a brother to death," man. Okay, so these are the sorts of things that are starting to come into the earth, man. You want to make a point?
I just want to make a point. Mm-hmm. They're already doing it now with basically ICE. ICE is like a prelude to what's gonna come. You know what I'm saying? And they're gonna basically, imagine the reward for a profit in that day. You think $1,000 is nice now, people gonna get paid way more.
Hey, look at the two escapees.
Yeah, only got 50 on his head right now.
You know,
that's just for local.
Right.
The Feds got another 50 on it.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Right. So you have bounties being placed on these guys' heads, and that's for wickedness. Right. These are just simple convicts that escape prison, man. Okay, you had accounts of family members setting up these, trying to set up these guys. Okay, you could come stay at my house the whole time. She got the fucking FBI in the house waiting for you to come in. Right. You know, just turn yourself in, mama, baby, turn yourself in. we scared for you. You know, this real things.
Yeah. The auntie.
And those wicked niggas. All right, so how much more are the people who run this world gonna want the men of the Lord, because we actually pulling down their kingdoms.
Right.
They nobodies, bro. That's what the shit that they done is petty crimes to the society. It can't make or break it. But the words that the men of the Lord actually speak, we actually pulling down this kingdom.
Right.
So the reward money and stuff like that is gonna be way more crucial, than what we saying with these regular people, regular two birds.
And now we looking at a time where things are still relatively cheap. Okay, Con. All right, things. How many brothers got precepts? All right, we gonna get these last few frees.
This is verse 22, and it says, "And ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake, but he that endured to the end shall be saved."
So it's a time period. Okay, and Jake think we gonna just be be pilgrims forever. You just running and running and running. Nah, the Lord got a set amount of time He want us to be pilgrims, all right, and run, and then He gonna end it off. He gonna deliver us, man.
Yeah.
All right, but it's about endurance. Okay, pray for longevity. Okay, pray for the Lord to increase your spirit, your faith, that your faith may endure unto the end.
Yeah.
Keep going, now.
But when they persecute you in this city, flee ye
Flee
into
to
another. For verily I say unto you, ye shall not have gone over the city of Israel till the Son of Man become. The disciple is not above his master, nor the servant above his Lord.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line. Okay, Yahweh Shai went through persecution, so shall we. No, there's no other way around that either.
Mm-hmm.
All right, this not a thing about being afraid, man. All right, you can't be afraid in this ministry because persecution is promised.
The Lord ain't give us the spirit of fear.
That's right.
And I'm gonna jump on down to 34 to show that the Lord, is setting these things up to where you're gonna have variance with your own family.
Yes.
This is verse 34, and it says, "Think not that I come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword. For I am come to set a man variance against his father, and a daughter against her mother."
Yeah, and it's like that for a reason, man. Okay, you can't take all your family with you, man. All right, they're not gonna be able to get on a chariot just because you that's your favorite cousin. All right, or because you got a sweet mother. No. All right, the Lord gonna start putting variances in order for to prepare you to be a pilgrim on the earth, man.
Yeah, put that separation in between. So that shit that you, what's the word? Not attracted, attached.
Right.
You attached to these certain people that's in your life, man. The Lord put variances there so that you can get in the mindset of, oh, I know I can lose this relationship, and so what, man? Fuck it.
And right now, Jake been walking a thin line.
Yeah.
All right, with family members. All right, a lot of brothers is on edge with family members, and we allow it to continue like that because scriptures tell you what it tell you fuck, I forget what it said, but it's going into if you don't have to make enemies, don't make them.
Yeah.
You see, peace. That's
possibly.
So but the Lord, He gonna put the separation.
Yeah.
All right, you don't make enemies, don't make more enemies. Everybody already hate us. So when it's time to hate, they gonna hate, but it's not on our accord. Keep going on.
And the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law, and a man foe shall be they of his own household.
Read that last part again.
And a man's foe shall be they of his own household.
Yeah, and that's not just pertaining to mother, father, brother, sister. Nah, fiancés, boyfriends, girlfriends, all right, wives, things of that nature too, man. Even your own kids. You see? This is a very serious thing we're talking about, man.
Yep.
Well, you don't. Yeah, I'm gonna make just a quick point. The Lord, at the end of the day, the Lord making a separation of who He wants and who He don't want. So
right.
He don't care if your favorite uncle, mom, dad, whatever. If He's not ordained to make it, He's just gonna make it. We gotta accept it in our mind.
Yeah. You need to focus on yourself making it, man.
I got a quick precept though, going to your point. Also, tying to this, you say stay focused. Proverbs 16:3. Commit thy works unto the Lord, and thy thoughts shall be established.
Yes, bro.
Yeah, commit thy works. Yeah, and that's a part of it. Separate, fully separate. See, the Lord gonna make it so apparent that when you see this bread being burnt, there's no way to try to save it. That's a heavenly separation. You see, a holy separation that the Lord gonna do. Okay.
He that loveth the father or mother more than read.
That's still there.
Yeah, that's 37.
Call the scripture.
Matthew 10 and 37. And it says, he that loveth the father or mother more than me is not worthy of me. And he that loveth the son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me. And he that taketh not his cross and follow after me is not worthy of me. He that findeth his life shall lose it, and he that loses his life for my sake shall find it.
Yeah, and the Lord gonna put it to a point where, all right, you gotta show your love towards Him. That you love Him greater, all right? That you love the body greater than, all right, those of your family, your flesh and blood family. You see? But which one of y'all had a scripture?
I had.
Go ahead.
I don't know. It passed.
Okay. Y'all straight down there. We're going to end right here.
You have one?
You got one?
Yeah, but, I got something.
All right. We'll end on
Crazy. It going back to that point about forsaking your family members and realizing that, like, if they die, you know, you're going to see, they're going to return back in the world to come, so you're going to be able to see them again. This is Mark chapter 10, verse 28. Then Peter, Mark chapter 10, verse 28. Then Peter began to say unto him, Lo, we have left all and have followed thee. And Yahushua, verse 29, Yahushua answered and said unto him, red letter, verily I say unto you, there is no man that had left house or brethren, or sisters, or father, or mother, or wife, or children, or lands, for my sake and the gospel. Verse 30, for he shall receive 100-fold now in this time houses, brethren, and sisters, and mothers, and children, and the lands with persecutions, and in the world to come eternal life.
Yeah, that's simple and plain, man. The things you give up on this side, which it's gonna, hey, you're gonna lose, man. You're gonna lose that shit on this side. And back in that Matthew 10 that the brother just went into, says those that lose their life shall find it.
Mm-hmm.
Right? We're seeking to find our life in the kingdom, not here in America, which is gonna be fucking destroyed anyway, right? You got Jakes that's quitting the truth to go find their life in a burning building. The fucking building on fire.
Trying to go find a fire extinguisher, man.
And you won't live here, man. We fanning this motherfucker, man. Burn this place quickly.
Like I said, Micah 2 and 10, you know.
This is not your rest.
Yeah, this is not your rest. You know, so if you don't got nothing left for this in this world, you might as well just give it up now.
Okay. You want to say something?
Right, Jacob quit the truth, right? Being call himself a Hebrew Israelite and quit the truth for difference of doctrines.
Yeah.
And that's it. Well, you know, I don't understand. They all call themselves Hebrew Israelites, but they got different doctrines. I don't get it. I'm out.
Well, there's always been different doctrines and what these different people believe, man. All right? Hey, Jake, go off. If it was easy to grasp, if everybody, all of Israel would be saved already. If it was easily grasped.
Every man needs
You see?
an excuse according to his own will.
So the different doctrines, all right, that's done on purpose, all right? That's the Lord separating Israel, 2/3 from the 1/3, man. But what you had your piece up, man?
Yeah. Revelation. This is the book of Revelation chapter 2, where 10 reads, fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and you shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life.
Right, and that 10 days is just a complete number, right? Could be 2 days, 1 day, 10 days, 20 days, all right? It's just a complete number, man, all right? But whatever it is, keep yourself. Remember your succor. Remember your faith. And stay on your most holy faith, man, all right? That's not a time to get weak and crumble. That's a time to be, you actually living out a prophecy.
Yeah.
You should rejoice in that, man. You suffering for Yahushua's sake. That's a glorious thing. That's a glorious deed, man. Ain't nobody out here suffering for Yahushua, man. You see?
Badge of honor.
Right. But, and if brother had any closing points or anything, all right, so without any further ado, we pray that this lesson was edifying and uplifting to the hopeful elect, all right, in 144,000. But before we get out of here, we'd like to give all glory, honor, and prayers unto
Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua Ba'Shem Rakakwadash.
Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. Shalom.
Shalom.
Ababa.
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 Kwam Yasharala.
Kwam Yasharala.
Shalom.
Shalom.